today. I have a message. I am a messenger and I have a message. Hey, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty's here. I got my truck back and Kitty missed it. Well, you notice I'm taking my brace off every so often. Not just to eat or to sleep, but I'm re-strengthening my neck. Hello, kitty. Did you see the truck? Did you miss it? I missed it. Hey, kitty. I give this message in memory of my dear friend, Stacy Lynn Sporka. I don't know how many of you guys remember, but last year, about this time, I went up to Michigan and then went to New York and baptized some folks at Niagara Falls, and which, you know, if you think about it, it's a perfect place. If there's any place in the world that you ought to get wet, it's Niagara Falls. Just wash away all them sins. Anyhow, I baptized Stacy there, and then I went on up to New York City to take care of some things up there. And then later on, Stacy flew to Oklahoma, and we drove out to the Grand Canyon. Then we drove on out to the Redwoods and spread her dad's ashes at the Redwoods, and then had a heck of a time getting back through the storms and earthquakes and everything that went on up there. When I met Stacy, she was in need of recovery. And as usual, I was the man for the job. That is obviously my calling. And I've known it for a while. But there were other things that I had to put aside, take care of, fulfill. There were other parts of my life that needed to be fulfilled before I got to that place of recovery being a full-time job. I mean, it was always the purpose of all things. But there was a granddaughter to raise and other people to minister to, and much for me to learn and overcome and deal with and face, and traumas for me to recover from. Just as much as, Kitty, what are you doing in the back of my truck? Oh, Kitty. But there were many things for me to deal with. As you guys have watched over the last couple months, I have found the root of addiction. Which allows me to help more people recover from addiction, from traumas, from drama, from life, to recover from life. Do you see the gift that is? Do you really grasp the gift that God has given me in these 56 years of overcoming and overcoming and overcoming? Do you grasp that? Because there's no better purpose than peace. Peace is a promise that we are given from our Creator and our Savior. You know, all over the world, we see unrest. And all people want is peace. Some people believe that peace is the eliminating of other people. Some people see peace as being able to live amongst other people. Now, I must confess, it's hard to not be peaceful when you're in the woods. For me, that's the physical manifestation of peace, is in the woods, around the water. What? You heard me, didn't you? You heard me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Oh, kitty. And I know it's what you want desperately, is peace. And, you know, we come up in these relationships, we start to have these relationships, and the next thing you know is the memories of our past relationships haunt us. And, you know, fortunately for me, I've had good teachers. I've had good mentorship. I've had good trauma training from people. Who have helped me overcome those things, those difficulties of past relationships. And, you know, even with the death of Stacy, which I must admit, it was pretty sudden. And I got the message yesterday afternoon. But I know two things about Stacy for sure. Number one, she had recovered. So when she passed sober-mindedly. At least a year, almost a year, I guess. And number two, Stacy knew grace. She knew forgiveness. She knew mercy. Now, to me, having gone through all that I've gone through, I have a beautiful resume on how to heal, how to overcome, how to know peace. I have a beautiful resume. And my life is a reflection of that. So in memory of Stacy Lynn Sporka, who received her heart's desire, which was to be in the same place that her dad was. That's all really she wanted, was to be in the present energy of her dad. She got it. Bless your heart, Stacy.